After some very insightful conversations, we're back at a food hall in Quarry Bay where Sabrina is discovering how this establishment is enhancing the customer experience. The pandemic has changed the way we live, work, and eat, so it's no surprise that there are people out there looking to ride this wave of change to create an innovative business model that better fits today's consumers. Investing in a smart food ecosystem is a major step, but is it a sound investment? Let's check back in with Sabrina to find out.
Just tell us a little bit about your role.
Sure, so I'm a senior portfolio manager here in Taikoo Place, but specifically I focus on amenity strategy and user experience for our customers.
So just out of curiosity, what are some of the factors that you look for in your tenants when you're renting out a space to them?
Well, we do a lot of work to reach out to our customers, so we really know what it is that the tenants here in the portfolio are looking for. So the first thing we look for is obviously tailored brands that answer those needs.
Right.
But we also look for something that's unique, that helps with our placemaking strategy. You know, placemaking is at the core of everything we do, so it's quite a carefully tailored approach.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So when renting out this space, to a startup company, there's no, it's a totally new thing. It's an innovative, business model.
Yeah.
And there's no benchmarks to lay back on. Is there any fear?
I wouldn't say fear, and I wouldn't say exactly a startup. I mean, it's definitely a new concept, but from very trusted operators. There's a lot of different people in the market that know what they're doing, but creating new products all the time. So we definitely want to be a part of that. We like something new, and what comes to the portfolio as a result is actually a huge benefit to us.
How do you see the impact of this food hall in this area?
Actually, we're very lucky to have this food hall in the area. They're very unique in the sense that they offer multiple brands that we would want to get across Hong Kong in one space, which is actually really good. And brands in, especially Asian food with a focus on sort of unique, quite funky, younger generation as well, and at a really good price point. But most specifically, actually, they do two things that were very interesting to us. One is they have a sustainability really strongly at the core of their business, which really speaks to what we do here at Taikoo Place. Sustainability and sustainable business is very important to us. But more than that, they're actually using technology in a really unique way to engage the customer, understand needs and trends.
So what is the difference really when considering, the tenants for this food hall here, comparing to what we already have?
Compared to the market, actually, it's an interesting question because especially for a space this size, and there aren't that many operators in the market that could do something like this and do it so uniquely.
Right.
So I think, that was one of our main considerations, but also it's about bringing something completely different to the portfolio, so we were willing to take that risk. We cater to a very diverse audience here, from C-suite, senior management, right through to the general office worker, but also very different business types. So we really need to look for something that brings that diversity, the creativity into the portfolio as well. And compared to the normal business model of a restaurant, that's actually not easy to do. So we're hoping to be able to tick quite a few boxes with this one space.
So the pandemic has been around for 2 years now, and a lot of the restaurants have closed down. So I just want to know, the considerations behind that you thought of trying this new restaurants here.
Yes, it's a very good point, and actually, obviously, with the pandemic, we've had to be very conscious of whether that changes our amenity strategy or the plans that we have to bring F&B into the portfolio. With this particular food hall, we had actually started the conversations before the pandemic, so we were very lucky that both ourselves and our partner wanted to continue. But also, while there is a lot of distress in the industry, we are seeing a lot of interest. There's still a lot of opportunity out there, and the big groups that are doing good things are still willing to take this opportunity to expand, do something different, and that's something we're very interested in.
Support from all stakeholders is critical to the success of your venture, but risk is always prevalent when doing something nobody else has done before. The question is, how would an investor see this?
Hi, Ariel.
Hi, Sabrina.
Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how this opportunity really came about?
Sure. So I'm a PropTech investor. I invest in technologies which relates to the real estate and the built environment. This opportunity came through the founder of this food hall, who I know for a previous investment of mine. I feel like F&B and hospitality is really a big part of the lifestyle and experiential opportunity for real estate to become more interesting, to become more in tune with the times. So that's how it came about. We talked for quite a while about not just the opportunity in Hong Kong itself, but what will it mean for an expansion, an Asian and global expansion. And I thought that it will be a great place to invest.
Yeah, definitely. What are the factors that you're considering when investing in this food hall rather than, picking over traditional restaurants?
So I think a few things. First of all, the premise of this place is beyond just a traditional food hall.
Yeah, definitely.
There is a lot of sustainability elements, which I quite like. It becomes a service to the real estate owner who would host such a food hall in their premises. And in addition, there is a strong tech component with the app, with the reservation app, which can go many, many ways. So I look at it as the existing food hall here in Hong Kong, in this locality, but also what can it be in other places in Hong Kong or even in Asia or globally. So for me, scale is important.
Yep.
Connection to real estate and how this relates to the built environment is important as a service, and also the sustainability aspect.
Yeah.
How can this place affect our environment, make the community better, make the environment better?
So there are a lot of risk factors to consider. What made you really, step forward into investing here? What are some of the risks?
I think that the F&B industry globally, and especially in Hong Kong, has been through some really tough times with COVID pandemic, with all the closures that we had. So of course this actually enhanced the risk. Well, I think first of all, knowing the team behind, and knowing the founder, knowing his experience and his passion about not just food, but sustainability of food, sustainability of our environment in general, trying to figure out the best concept to bring to a community, to our city, to make the world a better place.
Yeah,
for lack of better
right?
world.
Yeah.
I think that not every restaurant group or even a standalone restaurant can have it. For me, I don't look at this food hall as just a pure F&B opportunity.
Right.
I look at it as an experience / lifestyle / F&B / prop tech opportunity, because they have a tech component, which can be scalable, which can be taken anywhere. And even the way how people reserve, how people come here, how people interact with the space is very different and unique. I mean, we need to revolutionize, basically, the way we interact with our F&B providers. What makes me take the risk? I mean, of course, it's early stage investments. It is quite risky, but again, I believe in the business plan, I believe in the numbers, risk adjusted, what can go wrong, and if things go wrong, will this business survive? I believe it will be. Can it be scalable? I believe it is on a pretty big level. So that's what helps me to rationalize how I take the risk.
When you're doing the investment in this food hall, what are you looking for in return?
So I think in this particular case, it's the sustainability angle.
Right.
The fact that the materials and the ingredients are sustainable. The materials to build, those chairs and tables are sustainable. Right. And the fact that this whole package can be of service to the real estate owners who host this particular food hall. I think that's beyond just the numbers. You can't really qualify it. You can put a number on it, but I think that this creates a sellability of this concept to real estate owners, to the public, to the neighborhood, to all the stakeholders, basically.
Right. We've had some really interesting conversations today, and what I got out of this is that it's always easier to take the simple route of being cost efficient. But just taking one step further and putting a little bit more effort into this, we create this new food hall. Just like what Ariel said, sometimes we gotta think outside the box, because this is way beyond just an F&B company. The smart food ecosystem definitely enhances the qualities of life in the community, for the environment, and for people in Hong Kong.